your girl is back, okay? It's almost what, like 2 months later, but nonetheless, I'm back. I know I look a little rough, but scratch all that. I just had a baby and I'm very much tired. And this is gonna be a natural video, uncut, because y'all need to see this. Because people don't like to show this, but this how it be for real. Like, come on now. Now, if you new here, make sure you always tune in and make sure you subscribe. But y'all, I'm finally feeling so much better. I was like out of commission. I had my baby boy July 12th at 3:08 p.m. and y'all, I feel like I'm finally back to myself, besides me being like extra tired or whatnot. But I do want to share my experience with y'all because I was not able to record while I was giving birth, unfortunately, because stuff happens. And I had to actually end up having a C-section and I couldn't push. So hold on, let me put on some chapstick, y'all, because at least I gotta make sure my lips right, you know. I'm gonna put on some chapstick. And if my voice a little raspy, just don't mind that, because your girl getting a cold and I don't know where it come from. Like, I just don't know, because ain't nobody sick in this house. But my daughter do got she probably got a little slight cold. But anyways, yes, I was not able. Everybody know you cannot record when you're getting a cesarean done and having a C-section done. So I was not able to record, and I'm so sorry, because I told y'all that I was gonna record. Y'all, I haven't had my hair done since my baby shower. Like, you literally cannot see my scalp. You can only see this part. It's because I parted it, but you cannot see my scalp. But as y'all can see, it's in a ponytail, but my hair has grew so much from since I've been pregnant. But yes, let's just jump right into it. So first of all, it was hell. Like, I love the hospital, I love my doctor, but it was hell the first time. Like, when I went to the hospital to be induced on my induction date, first of all, they ain't had no beds. They didn't have any beds. So pretty much we sitting there and we waiting in the waiting room. Thank God I wasn't in no active labor, y'all. Come to find out, he, like, all that stuff I've been going through, him like pressing down, my cervix getting soft, all that. And guess what, y'all? Your boy wasn't ready to come. Why did it do that? Oh, my computer actually went off. But anyways, my camera light, my ring light went off for some reason. I don't know why. It made me think I need to get another one. Anyways, but yeah, they didn't have any beds ready when we went. So we pretty much waited in the waiting room for about, I say, like 2 hours or so, waiting for a bed to be ready. And then on top of that, we waited. I mean, we did mine because we could have stayed home. And then come to find out, they told us that they're behind because they was delivering so much babies that they was behind. So technically we could have stayed home, but nobody notified us that we could have stayed home, and they would have called us when they was ready for us to come to the hospital. That's for one. That's why we was in the waiting area, because my doctor is all the way, the hospital is all the way in Davie, and we stay all the way in Pompano, baby. We not finna drive back home. We finna wait in this waiting room. But anyways, yes, so that happened. We waited, and then we finally got a room because one of the ladies came and she was like, oh my gosh, I do apologize so much, you know, I'm about to get y'all a room. The first bed that's available, I'm gonna give it to y'all. So we grateful. We like, thank you, or whatever like that. So she got us the room. She made sure I was comfortable my whole stay. She made sure ain't nothing went wrong. So we get to the room, they hook me up, give me my IV or whatever. They put the needle. Listen, the nurse that I did have before, because you know it'd be different ones when they switch shift. The one that I had when I first went into the room, she put my IV in my actual hand, and when I tell y'all, I don't know if she put it in wrong or it just hurt, because when I had my daughter, they didn't put it in my hand, they put it in my arm. But she put it in my hand, and that shit, y'all, it hurt. It was hurting the whole time. Like, every time the blood pressure thing would squeeze my arm, my hand would like start tightening and it would hurt so bad. So I'm like, either she put it in wrong, or this how this shit supposed to feel. I didn't know, but I ain't even want to tell her to take it out because I was so scared that it was gonna hurt like even worse. But eventually it was unbearable. I had the next nurse that came in, I told her to take it out because that nurse, obviously, I ain't want to fuck with her no more. So I told the next nurse to come and take it out, and she did, and it felt so much better. She took it out, but she put it back in the same way. So the problem is it was pushing into my skin. More of it was pushing into my skin. It shouldn't have been doing that. And she had the tape on there way too tight. So after that, okay, they gave me I say like 45 minutes into me being in my room, they gave me, I'm sorry y'all, my hair itch so bad, so don't mind me. They gave me the Pitocin. I was supposed to get the VBAC, but they ended up not giving it to me. They put Pitocin in my IV. So my contractions, I did get a chance to feel contractions, but only till 1 centimeter. And I tell you, I only dilated 1 centimeter, and I was there for hours. Only dilated 1 centimeter from that Pitocin. So come to find out, my doctor my actual doctor did deliver my baby, period. Whether it was going to be vaginal or C-section, she came through and she delivered, because a lot of doctors don't really be delivering the babies for real. Somebody else be doing it. But I'm glad my doctor was able to be there and deliver the baby for us. Now, the doctor ended up coming in, and she was telling me, because I guess I didn't notice it, because I'm thinking that it's normal or whatever the case may be. His heart rate was actually very good. It was like 156, and it was steady. But when they gave me the Pitocin, it started like elevating, going up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, remember I told y'all that he did not want to come out yet, even though he was low and my cervix was getting soft. He was like, baby, I'm still not ready yet to come out. I'm very much warm in here and I'm cozy. That's how he was. So they was trying to force him to come out. That's what the Pitocin for. So y'all, I tell y'all no lie, 45 minutes after the Pitocin, my doctor came back in me, but I said she came back in me. Oh, that sounds so nasty. She came back in the room, and she had a worried look on her face, for real though. But she was pretty much telling me, because she know how much I wanted to do a vaginal birth, and she was telling me that I wasn't able to do the vaginal birth because his heart rate kept dropping. Like, it was dropping. And with the Pitocin, since he wasn't ready to come, and my cervix, it was soft, but it wasn't that soft to the point where, you know, he could have like just came out on his own. So with that being said, my doctor said, because I'm soft, but it's not to the point where it needs to be, even with the Pitocin. Every time I had a contraction, it's like his head was hitting a wall. His head was hitting a wall because it kept hitting my cervix. It just kept hitting, and it's like hitting a wall. That's what she was saying. So I was like, no, y'all, I really wanted to cry because I did not want a cesarean. That shit hurt. That's not for the weak, okay? That's not for the weak. I don't care who tell y'all it was a good experience. For me, baby, no. No. And this childbirth that I had right here, I ain't having no more kids. I don't care what nobody say, bitch. I don't care if somebody try to give me $1 million. I'm not doing it, bitch. I get somebody to carry my child before I do that shit again. Because that shit right here, this one right here, So anyways, after that, she told me I pretty much didn't have no choice. I couldn't say, well, I could have said no, I still want to go through with the vaginal. But at that point, if the doctor is telling you your baby heart rate is dropping, like, of course you're going to do what's best for your child. So I'm like, okay, if I got to get the cesarean and I don't got no choice, then okay, I'm going to just get the cesarean. That's just what it's going to be. So I got the cesarean or whatever. I had ended up getting it later on because this was the wee hours in the morning. Like, the wee hours. The sun wasn't even up yet. It was like the middle of the night. And then they ended up scheduling my C-section. Like I told y'all, they was delivering so many babies. They ended up scheduling my C-section later on. I think it was like at 2:30 because I had him at 3:08. I think 3:08. Yeah, I had him at 3:08. I got his band over here, but I had him at 3:08 or 3:09, one of them two. I put it on the screen. Don't quote me on it, but I put it on the screen. Anyways, yeah. So I went to the back, y'all. Like, I remember how it felt to get the needle stuck in your back so they could numb you. But this is not like a vaginal birth. They don't just poke you one time in your back. I promise you, I got poked like 3 times on each side to numb. Like, and I could feel the needle poking my bone. I could feel my bone making a noise. That shit hurts. It hurts. And it's like, it was nothing I could do about it. I could have just let them cut me open, or I'm gonna take that medicine. You know what your girl gonna do? I'm gonna take that medicine. So, y'all, they had to coach me through it because that shit was hurting. I was about to sit up straight. Y'all, that shit was hurting so bad this time. Like, I don't know why it was so bad this time. Like, the second cut open was worse than the first one. Like, with my daughter, I healed quicker. I didn't bleed as much. Like, I bled. When I got home, don't get me wrong, I bled. But it stopped. Like, it wasn't like so long like how I had with him. The pain level, the tolerance I had to go through with him was very much different from my daughter. Like, I didn't want to be bothered. Nobody. When I tell y'all nobody, I did not want to be bothered. I didn't answer the phone. I only answered the phone for my mama, my daddy, my stepmama, my sisters, and like, that was pretty much it. Like, I wasn't answering the phone. And of course you have some people that understand, and you have some people that don't want to get it. And the people that didn't want to get it or didn't want to understand where I was coming from, because I was also going through postpartum afterwards, I just cut them off. You're not gonna understand if I'm just getting home from having a baby and you're not understanding where I'm coming from. Like, and I'm not finna be, not no friends ain't about to be stressing me. I don't play that. But anyway, yeah, so they poked me in my back or whatever, and I finally got numb. They laid me down. My legs, y'all, I couldn't feel my legs. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, I still kind of feel something like in my stomach area. I said, can y'all just see why I feel something? Because at this point, I'm scared when they start cutting, I'm going to feel it. But she must have cut me and I didn't feel it. Like, they do a test cut. They call it a test cut. So she cut a little bit. But I didn't feel it. So I'm like, thank you, Jesus. And she went with it. So when I ain't feel no pain, I was good. You feel me? So that was that. Boom, boom, bam. They got him out. Oh my God, he was so adorable. I haven't even posted him on social media or anything like that, which I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do that when I'm ready. And it's not about hiding him. I'm like that. I was like that with my daughter. I'm just gonna do it when I feel ready. Like, I sent pictures to certain people, but I'm just gonna do it when I feel ready. I had him or whatever like that. My job, when I went to the doctor, he was 7 pounds, 3. Y'all heard him? He was 7 pounds, 2 ounces. But when I actually gave birth, he was 7 pounds. I'm sorry, he wasn't 7 pounds. When I actually gave birth, his weight dropped, and they said that was normal for the weight to drop because they're gonna gain it right back. So when I had him, y'all, he was 6'15". I'm like, well, goddamn, how he go from 7'2" to 6'15"? That's crazy. But according to my doctor, it was normal. Whatever, the babies pick back up the weight or whatever the case may be. Y'all, I really need my hair done so bad. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I haven't recorded a video in so long, but I'm just so happy to be back. And my postpartum is gone. Like, oh, I'm so happy. Thing I be all the time is tired. But yeah, he was 6'15". The doctor told me that was normal. He would pick it back up or whatever. Now, when I did have him, he had jaundice. He had jaundice, like the side of his eyes or whatever, like that was yellow. His skin was kind of yellow or whatever. And you know, they do it different now in the hospital. Like, that's crazy. The mothers no longer get a break. No longer get a break. So in the hospital, while you thinking you gonna sleep, baby, Well, at least not at mine's. They don't put the baby in the nursery no more. Which is a good thing because you get the bond. But they don't put, when you really need that nap, no. But good thing my man was there, like, when I was asleep, because I couldn't help it. They had me on so much fucking medication. When I was asleep, he had the baby. Mind y'all, he a first time dad, so he was still learning and whatever like that. So you know how you don't really want to go to sleep because, you know, he a first time dad. You want to be there. You want to help. But the medicine had me so on my ass, y'all. I could not stay up. Even when I came home, it was hard for me to stay up. But I made it work, though. I made it work. Still did what I needed to do. Still was getting up, you know. We was doing teamwork, so that made it better. We definitely was team tagging it. When I'm tired, he let me sleep. But he don't never want to take no nap. But, baby, if you tell me to go to sleep, I'm going to sleep, period. What is that? But, yeah, they don't put the babies in the nursery no more. He was in the room with us the whole time we was there, the whole 3 days. We was there. They bathed him inside of the room with us. It was crazy. Like, they do it so different now. I don't know if it was shocking to me because I didn't know they did it like that. But I did have a daughter 8 years ago. So they had her in the nursery. So yeah, they bathed him and everything in the room with us. They didn't take him out of the room for no reason at all besides when he went testing. No, actually they tested him like to make sure he can hear and stuff in the room. They did all that in the room. So yeah, it was pretty much hands on the whole entire time. Everything they had to do for him, they did it in the room, like in the room, in front of your face, period. Like, ain't no taking them back to the nursery to do nothing. They did that shit in the room, which is okay with me because now I get to see what y'all be doing to my baby because I get to watch y'all. Because I always wonder in the nursery, but of course if they in front of your face, they ain't gonna do the same thing anyways. But anyways, hold on, let me make sure he's not waking up. Okay, he good. He was just getting more comfortable. So we stayed for 3 days. We left in the afternoon on a Thursday. He had a doctor's appointment on a Friday. Y'all could imagine how I feel because I was in so much pain, and to have to get in the car and ride and be in so much pain. And this cesarean was very much different. I got cut from hip to hip. And I got sewed up. Like, you could smell your flesh burning. Like, ugh. And then I had to keep my stitches in way longer than I wanted to or didn't expect it because my thing wasn't trying to heal on its own. Like, it was healing, don't get me wrong, but it was healing slowly. Like, I'm just now getting fully healed. My doctor's appointment was last week, y'all. I'm just now getting fully healed to do all normal activities. So after I had him, when I went to my doctor's appointment, and still to this day, okay, so I need y'all opinion because still to this day, I'm still bleeding since July 12th. I'm still bleeding or whatever like that. And it won't stop bleeding. And my doctor said that's normal too. I'm like, she was like, your body is readjusting, so you'll stop bleeding when it's time. Baby, I never not wanted to take birth control in my life, but your girl is on birth control, okay? I'm not playing no games. I'm on birth control. I take them shits faithfully at 5:15 p.m. every day. Yeah, but I really decided to take the birth control to like slow up the bleeding because y'all, I was bleeding so heavy before I started my birth control to the point where I was changing my clothes. Like, it was getting on my underwear always, and I'd get extra long pads. I even was wearing Depends, y'all, like adult Pampers. That's how bad it was. And once I started doing the birth control, it slowed down, but I'm still bleeding. Like, I can't wait till I stop bleeding. Like, but today I'm gonna start. It's Monday, August 29th. I'm gonna start my workout today because I got cleared for all activity. Now I no longer have my staples or anything in. Obviously, I'm about to be 2 months postpartum and I'm just not healing. So I got all my staples out finally. I had to keep my one staple in on my right side a little longer because that one wasn't closed. The middle was closed. And then on my left side on the end, which I just got cleared last week, so this one is finally closed. But on my left side, I had a leakage, y'all. On my cesarean cut, I had a leakage. So I had to take antibiotics for infection. When I tell y'all I was going through it, postpartum at its peak, y'all. I'm so glad I had help. I had a big support system. My mama always came through. My sisters, my man, y'all. It was crazy. I was in so much pain all the time, to the point where I just felt like I was aggravated all the time because I was in so much pain. Like, childbirth for the weak, and that's just period. It's not for the weak. But that's what happened. I got clear. I took all my antibiotics. I no longer have pain anymore. I can stand up straight. I could bend. I could boom, boom. And the leakage is gone. So I no longer have the infection on my left side. The right side is pretty much is closed. It's closed. It's healed. But of course, she said, because I can't use razors on my vaginal area, because I'm allergic to razors. But she told me I can't get my wax until another month. So 3 months postpartum, I'll be able to get my wax. But baby, I'm scared because I don't know how that's gonna feel on my cut. Because one thing about getting a cesarean, even afterwards, it still feel kind of weird on the cut area, like on the bottom of your stomach, on the cut area. It feels like tingly, if that makes any sense. But she said 3 months I can get my wax or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, I could do that. I could work with that. And then I don't go back for another visit until December 8th. So that's good. But the pain that I endured when I had the cesarean was at an all-time 10. It was very high. I was very emotional. I didn't want to be bothered. I had postpartum so bad. I was so happy when I got out of it, when I started being myself again. I was just so happy. My boyfriend was happy. I know he was happy because, baby, one thing about when a woman have postpartum, baby, it's kind of like, you evil, bitch. You evil. Not to the baby. You're never, that's the crazy part. You're never evil to the baby. As a woman, we do what we got to do for our baby always. Never fails. Even in pain, I was still getting my ass up. And I was making sure them bottles was on point. Even though we did teamwork, as a mother, I was still, even though I was in pain, or even if I was drowsy from the antibiotics or whatever, I was still getting my ass up, making sure my son was straight. So, but I'm happy to be out of that. I'm so happy to be back with y'all. I'm going to be posting more. It was just, this pregnancy was actually a journey. It was a very, it was a hard journey, but it was a good journey as well. I'm blessed to have my son. But baby, I'm, like I said before, birth control, pop, pop, pop. We wrapping that shit up, baby. And I ain't having no more. 2 is enough. 2 and done. 2 and done. 3rd time's a charm. Fuck that. I ain't having no more. That's it. But yes, everything is all good. I'm back to normal. No pain. I could do what I want to do now. Everything is good, and he is perfect. His jaundice is gone. It been gone. His jaundice only lasted for about 3 weeks, but his jaundice is gone. He did the light when he was home. When he was home with us, my boyfriend made sure to walk him in the sunlight, so that helped as well. We did what we had to do at this house to make that jaundice go away, okay? Because that jaundice is very serious for a baby. It's gone. He is perfect, y'all. He's sitting his head up. He's sitting his body up. He's standing on his legs. And he ain't even 2 months yet. He's standing on his legs. He turning his head left, right. He responding to you. When I talk to him all the time, like me, my boyfriend, my mama, my sisters, my daughter, We talk to him and he responds. When we say something to him, even though it's baby talk, you don't know what he's saying, it's the fact that he responds. And it's very early for him to be responding. So he's definitely a very smart baby. He's moving quick for his age. But baby, you ain't moving out the way but for nothing but some goddamn food, okay? But yes, he is perfect. He has an appointment the beginning of September. I'll update y'all on that as well. He is gonna be tall, y'all. He's long. He gonna be tall. The only thing is that I'm having a difficult time with, and maybe y'all could like give some suggestions as well, even though I had already got some suggestions. More suggestions from moms would actually help, you know what I'm saying? He hate the goddamn car seat, y'all. He hate my hair. Oh my god. He hates the car seat. He hates it so much. He will cry. I had him in a car seat because I had to go pick my daughter up from school because she's a car rider until I go back to work. And y'all, when I tell y'all he cried the whole time, I think he cried for about 20 minutes. But I had to let him cry to know that, hey, listen, you got to stay in this car seat. Because the first couple of times, I was picking his ass up out that car seat. I was parking, and I was picking his ass up, soothing him, you know, making sure he was good. And he'll fall asleep in my arms, and I put him back in there, and he'll still do the same shit. So eventually, I'm like, bro, you just got to sit in this car seat. You just going to have to cry, and then you're going to put yourself to sleep. But now, all last week, he did so good. He didn't cry at all. And he moving around a lot. I don't know if he about to wake up. I just fed him not too long ago. But he move a lot in his sleep. That's just what he do. I do that too, though. But he good. But I gave y'all an update. It's probably because I'm talking so goddamn loud. He probably like, mama, shut up. But anyways, yes, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. That's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to give y'all a brief update of the journey, the afterbirth journey that I went through. Oh, I also want to show y'all my figure because your girl is snapping back. Let me push my chub ass on because my stomach was big. And now I still got my thighs, but my stomach is, y'all, my stomach is back to normal. Yes. Like, I'm taking cream. My stretch marks was worse than this. I'm actually taking cream and they're actually going away, which is a good thing. But yes, y'all. And look, your girl getting packs. Look. But yes, I'm back to normal. And that's just what it is. So that is actually it for this video. Y'all make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't just watch. Make sure you watch and you subscribe as well. And then you can also hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? Because your girl is on a come up, okay? I'm back. Hopefully the next time, I probably won't have my hair done. My hair won't be done and my nails won't be done either. Because I'm sacrificing me for him. And I'm blessed to have him, y'all. But anyways, that's it. But I'll be more done up probably when y'all see me the next time. I do my own eyebrows. I put a little bit of makeup on, lay my hair a little bit more. But it's early in the morning, y'all. It's 8:51 now. But thank y'all for watching. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But I'm gonna take this nap with him. I just wanted to get on here and share the experience with y'all. But your girl I'm about to go to sleep. And that's just that. But y'all already know we do stuff the Theshyweigh, and your girl is out.